All right. So this is where we're at here. We need to put the pattern of the old rug onto the new rug and get it somewhat lined up as much as possible. And that's what I did. I went around and I made sure that a lot of the mold, M-O-L-D, I guess that's spelled the same way, right? M-O-U-L-D, mold. Basically the form of the carpets line up. And then we can go through and mark up where we need to cut the holes and the width and all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, we kind of hold that up. And that's all we're doing. And that's all I'm doing. We got our jute laid out all day. And we got it dried up. So yeah, I'm going to continue laying out the pattern. All right, let's see what we're left with. Okay. I think I can understand that. All right, so we got everything all laid out. We got our jute on standby. We got our carpet laying out in the sun some more. But what I got to do now is go through, do a final wipe down, you know, because we had the dash out. We'll come back to that later. But I, you know, clean up all the crumbs and the whatnot. So that's what's going on. All right, so there's some tabs and stuff we got to remove before we put our jute in. Some modules to unplug, like the airbag sensor. Only reason why we're doing, I mean, we could easily cut this but I want to keep it intact. I don't know. There's something wrong with me, I guess. All right, so we got our jute lined up in these locating studs. So now we can get our, and that's in a rear also, and on the passenger side, all over. All right, we make sure that we got all of these studs where they're supposed to be. All right, we'll kind of start in the back. And work our way forward. I guess what I can do is take this kind of roll it up a little. So we got, you know, kind of lined up. What we need to do now is get the, not the vent, but, you know, the manifold for the heat and air conditioning. All right, we got to get that installed. So we got to peel this back a little bit. But I would like to clean it first. The duct work is what I'm getting at. This stuff. All right, I'm going to get this cleaned up and see in a little bit. What you can also do is get your carpet set up. That way, if you're really unsure of, you know, what you're cutting and if it's a slice, you know, if we're actually putting a slice in it or we're actually putting holes in it, we can use the old carpet as a reference. Okay. Okay. Right. So far, everything feels like it's lining up. Which means now we start cutting. Or we just sit here and look at it. So we can start by maybe removing a little bit of the edges, overall length, stuff like that. Right, just a little bit at a time. All right, so we still got to trim a little bit. I didn't cut anything lengthwise off the back. But we can still take some around the perimeter. It's easier to take stuff off than it is to put it back on with carpet. We still have our template. Right, we can still come down considerable amount over on this side, but it looks good. There's a plate that sits down over here for the center console, but it's all right. It's okay. I'm not really too pleased with the fit. All right, we got just about the overall perimeter Okay. Just trying to get you guys in frame here. Oh boy. All right. This hasn't happened to me, but I can foresee that when you're cutting and there's stuff behind it like wires or seat belts, just be cognizant of what's behind the carpet whilst you're cutting. Okay. It's like it's a carpet, right? It fits horribly over the molded areas. No, not horribly. Was I supposed to say something after that? It just felt like kind of weird how we just left that hanging. Anyway. Oh, boy. Go. Okay. All right. All right. Oh. I guess we can start cutting holes in the actual carpet instead of on the outside and the perimeter and stuff. Okay. Hi, Everest. All right. Go. See some hole. Where are we looking? Some holes don't need to be cut. On the other side, it's where the seatbelt sensor wire goes through. But anyway, right, that and that and that. Okay, all right, not bad, not bad, not terrible, not terrible. All right, so we got the carpet fully installed. Oh, nope. I still have to cut holes to fit the studs in the back there. But carpet is in place, holes are cut. I'm gonna get the scraps out, run a vacuum over it, and maybe throw the seats in it. So, see you in a little bit. All right, so we got vacuumed out. We got little thing, I don't know what those are for, but anyway. So now really it's just going through and cleaning all the metal. I'm probably going to sandblast. Well, let's show you. Sandblast the mounting bracket, right? Put a nice coat of paint on it. I gotta clean that center plate that holds the console in. I gotta wait for the heater core to show up. But there you go. That's installing just a okay carpet. I would say if you can find a premium carpet, to purchase that. All right, we got things kind of mocked up. Little bonus stuff here. What I'm going to do is replace, you can see how that's all busted up and wires broken. The adjustable lumbar inoperable. So I'm going to replace the inside. I welded this before because this whole thing was broken. Obviously, it was, if I welded it, it was broken, and as you can see. So anyway, I'm going to replace the inside support structure, get new foam, and reupholster this seat, maybe even reupholster that seat, and if I can find a kit, which I probably will, I'll end up doing a whole, both the seats and the back seat. So, yeah, this is where we're at. Carpet looks decent. It's starting to lay down pretty good because it's getting warm inside, so things are starting to fold down. We got this, or lay down. We got the center support for the console in there, so it's really bringing everything together. So yeah, that's where we're at. All right, that was a little bonus segment, and see what we got going on.